Welcome and thank you very much everyone visiting this YouTube channel. This YouTube channel is meant to teach about research and research methodologies. You will find video tutorials and lectures on how to use statistical packages and softwares like Stata and SPSS, a statistical package for social science. And if you are interested in video tutorials and lectures like that, then subscribe to this YouTube channel and be part of it to learn from each other. Thank you very much once again. And in today's video, I'm gonna show you how to design questions from the research questionnaire into SPSS. And I have got here sample questions so that we can practice them by recording them into the SPSS software. So let me open my SPSS and here I have SPSS statistics version 21. This opening, let us be patient with it. This opening, and here as you see I have questions, and those are the examples, okay, and you can treat your questions even though the questions are not exactly the same. You can just use this those examples and treat your examples, your questions the same way as we gonna do here. And the first question is about the gender of the respondent, okay, because when we are conducting research, we collect data, and for data collection we develop questionnaire. And in the questionnaire, the one of the interests is that we have to grasp the background information of the respondents or the participants of the study. And one of the background data of the study participant is related with the gender of the study respondent. And here, gender of the study respondent, it is a categorical variable, and within itself it has two responses, male and a female respondents, okay, male and female respondents. So before we enter data, okay, before data entry in the course of conducting a research project, we prepare questionnaire and then we collect data. Once we finish the data collection, the next step is is cleaning the data, coding the data, and then to do with the statistical software like SPSS, the first work is to design the questions in the form of variable into the software. Now we have gender of the respondent here. So how is that we can design this question into SPSS in the form of the variable is what we can address. So let us come here to the SPSS, and when you open SPSS, the interface has two windows. One is a data view window and another is a variable view window. So let us start with a variable view window. Okay, when we start working with SPSS, the first window, the window that we start working with is the variable view. So here, under the name column, we have to give this question. Okay, this question, gender of the respondent. Okay, we ask the respondent to indicate his gender, whether he is a male or a female. So here in the name column, let us design this question into the SPSS. So let us give it a short name, which is gender. Okay, when we are designing a question into SPSS, under the name column we have to give a small name. Okay, here my telegram is disturbing. Let me quit it. And under the name column we have to give a short name which has a maximum of 8 characters, okay, 8 characters or 8 letters. And here we designed a question in the form of variable. Then the variable name is gender, and type is because we will give a number to male and female participants, and it remains to be numeric with this 8, a decimal, because we will have no decimal, because this variable is a categorical variable, not continuous variable. Then we will have no decimal. Then the level is the here gender is the the contracted, okay, the contracted name of the variable, okay. It is a short name that we give to the question. So in here under the level, we have to write, okay, the description for this variable, and we can do the one way we can do that is we can just copy here the question itself and paste into the level space, okay, here, because what's the problem? You can write it, gender of the steady participant, gender of the steady participant. And here we can what you can do is that, because we have two groups here, male and female. Then what we can do is, here is the value, so we give 1 for male participants, so 1 represents male, and 2 represents female participants. Okay, those are the nominal numbers. The numbers one here doesn't mean that males are less than females, and females are greater than males. Okay, that's 1 and 2. Number 1 and number 2 here are not representing the natural meaning of numbers that are conventionally attached to them. They are here playing just a representative role, okay, a nominal role of representing male and female. So once we give value labels, then we click on OK. Then missing, it's the same thing. I will speak about missing value in another video. And the columns, let it be 8 as SPSS give by default. Then let us make it center, so that when we record the data in the data view window, then our answers, okay, our data will be centered. And here measure, because we already said that this number 1 and number 2 represent male and female. It is just a nominal indication. Therefore we have to make it here the measure of the data is nominal. Therefore we make it nominal. Then the second question is the age category of the steady respondent. The difference between the first question and the second question is that the difference is that the categories in the second question are 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the steady participant is below 30 years of age, between 31 and 45 years of age, and the third group is between 46 and 60 years of age, and the fourth group is greater than 60 years. There are 4 categories. Therefore, the similarity between these two questions is that both of them are the categorical variables. But here the first one is a categorical variable with 2 groups, and here a categorical variable with 4 groups. And they are the same. Okay, the only difference is the number of the groups. But we will, despite this difference of groups, they are recorded into SPSS the same way. Okay, the same way we did gender. Okay, gender record. Then we record the same thing for age. So look here, age. Okay, then the age of age category age category of the steady participant. Okay, let's make it center, and let's make it nominal, because I will tell you why we make it nominal. Here, one represent is less than respondent is with with less than 13 years of age. 2 is to represent this respondent is between 31 and 45, right? If I'm not mistaken. Let me see from okay, 31 and 45. 45. Here my keyboard is refusing to write 4 and 5, so let me give it like that. Okay, then add 3 representatives 46 up to 60 years. Okay, steady respondent is between age 46 and 60 years of age. Okay, then 4 representatives. 4 representatives respondents with above 60 years of age. Then we designed all the categories, 4 categories into 4 groups into SPSS. So we click OK and look. Now we designed the first 2 questions into SPSS in the form of variable, okay, gender variable and age variable. Then let us proceed and see another example. Okay, here yes or no question. Okay, yes or no question. This question is related to the enterprise's access to credit service. Okay, business enterprise, and this question is meant to gain answer from the study participants whether the business enterprise they are owning acquires credit service, okay, has access to credit service. Then they will give yes or no answer. If their enterprise gets credit service, then they say yes. If it doesn't get service, credit service, then it will the respondents will answer no. So this is a yes or no question, and the main thing that we're gonna see here is that how to record this variable, this question in the form of variable into SPSS. And it is the same thing as we did with gender of the study respondent. Here let us simply write credit access. The variable name is credit access. Okay, credit access. Then enterprise, let us write the description. Enterprise access to credit service. Okay, and then we denote yes with 1. Yes represents 1 represents yes, and 0 represents no. Okay, we designed it, and let us make it center, and let us make it nominal. Okay, here nominal means these numbers, okay, this number 0 and 1 are just playing a representative role, not the same way as the natural meaning of numbers. In natural interpretation, 1 is greater than 0 and 0 is less than 1, and this meaning is not working here. The 1 here represents just a yes answer, and 0 represents just a no answer. And the same thing here for age. We can make it ordinal, okay, because here those individual respondents between 31 and 45 years of age are greater in years in age than those in the age of less than 30 years. Okay, and they are greater in age than this first group, and they are less in age than the third group. We can make it ordinal. Okay, if our interest in the course of data analysis is to make this variable ordinal, then we can come and change here and under the measure. And let us proceed to the third example here. Ownership modality of the organization. Ownership modality of the organization, it talks about ownership, and there are three alternatives. The organization then can be, or the enterprise. Okay, instead of organization, it's better to use enterprise, a business enterprise. And there are three fundamental ownership modalities of business enterprise. Enterprise can be sole proprietorship, can be partnership, can be cooperative. Okay. And here, three alternatives are presented so that the respondents of the study will indicate the ownership modality of the enterprise. So the question is how we can design this question into SPSS in the form of variable. And let me do here. It is the same thing. It is just a repetition of what we did with age. The only difference is that under age we have 4 categories, and under ownership modality we are having just 3 categories. So let me show you here. It is ownership. Let us shorten the question into a variable name, which is ownership. Then ownership modality. Let us label it ownership modality of the enterprise. Okay. And here because we have 3 categories. The first category is a sole proprietorship. Sole proprietorship, let us represent it by 1. Okay, so by the way, we can use any number. Okay, because it is not the largeness and the meagerness of the number that matters. Any number it can be. It plays just a representative role. Okay, so proprietorship. Okay, and the 2 represent is partnership. Three represent is cooperatives. Okay, and we are done. Okay, we have 3 questions here. We have 3 questions, and we have designed all of them into SPSS software. These are just examples. Okay, these are just examples. You can take them as as a model. Okay, you can take them as an example and treat your questions, okay, in your research questionnaire the same way to record them into SPSS. It can be then the questions can be of different kind. Okay, can be of different kind. This is related to the enterprise and to the background information of the respondents. But in your study, you can have questions of any kind, but they can be recorded the same way as those questions. And this is all about how to record a categorical variable with groups within itself. And this variables, okay, those questions. For those questions, respondents are asked only to give a single answer. Okay, a categorical variable with a single answer. In another video, okay, we will be practicing categorical variable with multiple responses. Okay, how to record a question in which respondents were asked to give multiple responses into SPSS, and the way is totally different from how we did here in the case of a categorical variable single response. A single response categorical variable is totally different from that multiple response categorical variable. Thank you very much, and if you are interested, subscribe to the channel and let us continue to learn from each other. Thank you very much once again.